could read me and see. It never really bothered me just where I am, as long as you're, if you're with me. Blame it on the season. It ain't no kind of reason, baby, why I come and go. I had a lover, she felt as good as trees, and you can't ask her if it's pleasing, you can't ask the wind to blow. And I would buy for you a diamond or myself some gasoline. If I can't afford you, darling, then I can't afford to dream. And is it time I should be moving? Is it time I settle down? Will I sit still or will I feel the wheels spinning around? Brightest bird that ever flew, just someone you knew, a road you traveled on. Well, all the colors, they shine and fade away. Well, they're just like New Year's Day, they're here and then they're gone. And I would buy for you a diamond or myself some gasoline. If I can't afford you, darling, then I can't afford to dream. And is it time I should be moving? Is it time I settle down?
And who gives this woman to be married to this man? Hello, everyone. We're here today to witness the marriage between. Oh yeah, you can have a seat. Should have led with that. Yeah, we are here today to witness the marriage between Caleb and Alyssa. I was very honored when Caleb and Alyssa asked me to officiate their wedding. Alyssa has been a dear friend to my wife, Emma, and I for a very long time. And over the last year, even though I didn't know Caleb very well, we've gotten to know each other and we've become pretty good friends. And over the last year or so, I've really enjoyed being able to watch your relationship with one another grow and mature to the point where you have both decided to spend the rest of your lives together. And your relationship with one another has an impact on more than just the two of you. Growing up, one of the most important lessons that my father taught my brothers and myself was there's no such thing as steps or halves. There are no adopted or in-laws. There is only family. And this is so true. Today is about creating a family. There are no in-laws after today, only one family that is here to be beside you both. And because of the love that Caleb and Alyssa share for one another, two families are becoming one. Caleb and Alyssa, please take a second to look at everyone who is here today. These people that have shown up are here because they love you. And because of the two of you, you are joining them all to be one unified family. In 1 John 4, it reads, "Dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves, who has been born of God and knows God. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love." As Christians, we believe that God is love, and that love is God, and that expression of love is an expression of our faith. Without God, there is no love. And this is true in every place in our lives, but most importantly, this is true inside of marriage. Christian marriages cannot be full of love if they are not first full of God. Today is not only a commitment to one another, but also a commitment to God that you're going to keep your marriage focused and centered around Him. And if you both keep that promise, then your lives and your family and your marriage will also be full of love. As a sign of their commitment to one another, Caleb and Alyssa are going to be saying their vows in front of everyone here. So Caleb, if you repeat after me. I, Caleb, take you, Alyssa, to be my wife.
I, Caleb, take you, Alyssa, to be
My partner in life and my only love.
my partner in life and my only love.
I will cherish our friendship.
I will cherish our friendship.
I will love you today, tomorrow, and forever.
I will love you today, tomorrow, and forever.
I will trust you and honor you,
I will trust you and honor you.
and I will laugh with you and cry with you.
I will love you and cry.
I will love you faithfully through the best and the worst,
I will love you faithfully through the best and the worst,
through the difficult and the easy.
through the difficult and the easy.
Whatever may come, I will always be there.
Whatever may come, I will always be there.
And Alyssa, repeat after me. I, Alyssa, take you, Caleb, to be my husband,
I, Alyssa, take you, Caleb, to be my husband,
my partner in life and my only love.
my partner in life and my only love.
I will cherish our friendship
I will cherish our friendship
and love you today, tomorrow, and forever.
and love you today, tomorrow, and forever.
I will trust you and honor you,
I will trust you and honor you,
and I will laugh with you and cry with you.
and I will laugh with you and cry with you.
I will love you faithfully through the best and the worst,
I will love you faithfully through the best and the worst,
through the difficult and the easy.
through the difficult and the easy.
Whatever may come, I will always be there.
Whatever may come, I will always be there.
And now I'm going to ask each of you some questions, and if you agree with them, please answer with I do. Caleb, do you take Alyssa to be your wife?
I do.
Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect her, forsaking all others and honoring only her unto forever?
I do.
Alyssa, do you take Caleb to be your husband? Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect him, forsaking all others and holding only unto him forever?
I do.
In marriage, the ring is a symbol of the unbroken circle of love. Love freely given has no beginning and no end, no giver and no receiver. For each is the giver and each is the receiver. May the rings from your marriage always remind you of the vows that you have taken. Do we have the rings? You got them. Nice. Wow. How romantic. Caleb, I'm going to ask you to place the ring on Alyssa's hand and repeat after me. I give you this ring as a sign of my love and faithfulness.
I give you this ring as a sign of my love and faithfulness.
And Alyssa, I'm going to ask you to do the same. Place the ring on Caleb's hand and repeat after me. I give you this ring as a sign of my love and faithfulness.
I give you this ring as a sign of my love and faithfulness.
To make your relationship work, will take love. This is the core of your marriage, and why are you here today? It will take trust to know that your hearts, you truly want what is best for one another. And it will take dedication to stay open to one another and to learn and to grow together. It will take faith to go forward together without knowing exactly what the future brings. And it will take commitment to hold true to the journey you both have pledged to today. I'm going to ask everybody to bow your heads while I say a quick prayer over Caleb and Alyssa. Eternal God, help Caleb and Alyssa to fulfill the promises that they have made here and reflect your steadfast love and their commitment to one another. Give them kindness and patience, affection and understanding, happiness and commitment. May their family and friends continue to support them in difficult days, so that their love for each other may continue to grow as long as they both shall live. Amen. By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Caleb, you may kiss your bride. I'd like to introduce Caleb and Alyssa Rice.
That money's not for me. My oh my, I don't got a hit a lot of cause I got a lot of loving for free. I keep it simple, you're not too proud. But take the cloud over the crowd. With empty pockets, we'll live it loud. We don't need no treasure, we don't need no crowns. That money's not for me. My oh my, I don't got a hit a lot of cause I got a lot of loving for free. My oh my, do you see what I see? My oh my, I don't got a hit a lot of cause I got a lot of loving for free. I got a lot of loving for free.
This life is fun, it don't make sense. You got it all figured out, you're still a mess.
Put on that wingsuit,
Put on that dress,
they say the best things in life cost less.
so we say.
My oh my, that money's not for me. My oh my, I don't got a hit a lot of cause I got a lot of loving for free. My oh my, do you see what I see? My oh my, I don't got a hit a lot of cause I got a lot of loving for free. I got a lot of loving for free. Yeah, we don't need nothing fancy.
Alrighty, everybody. So, here in a moment, soon enough, the DJ is going to be dismissing tables to go ahead and line up to start getting some food. And before that happens, I'm going to go ahead and bless the meal. So, please bow your heads. God, thank you for this day, Lord. Thank you for the many blessings in our life, and thank you for all the people who have come here to celebrate Caleb and Alyssa. I pray that Caleb and Alyssa, as they move forward in their marriage, they know that the people who are here to support them. And I pray that they reach out to us if they need us, and they know we are ready to be by their side. I pray that the rest of the evening is full of fun and laughter and community. I pray that the food is, I pray over its blessing for the nourishment of our bodies, and in Christ's name, amen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if I can go ahead and have everybody grab their seats, we're going to be introducing our bridal party shortly. If I can have everybody grab your seats. Guys, I want everybody to pay attention to the main entrance as I introduce the bridal party. All right, ladies and gentlemen, first up we have Kelly and Caroline. All right, now let's hear it for Megan and Laura. Get loud for Cody and Julie. All right, and next up we have Taylor and Rachel. All right, let's get them hands together for Zach and Maddie. All right, let's hear it again for Josh and Emma. All right, next up we have Nathan and Callie. All right, let's hear it up for Tim and Morgan. All right, now I want to hear from these heavy hitters, the best man and the maid of honor, Thad and Krista. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I need to hear you get loud for who we came here to see tonight, Mr. and Mrs. Caleb and Alyssa Rice. I think y'all can get a little louder. Mr. and Mrs. Rice, y'all. All right, ladies and gentlemen, right this time we're going to give you time to meet, greet our newlyweds. Our dinner's getting ready, getting finished up with the final steps, and then I'll be calling tables. So feel free to just go ahead and enjoy everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, we will go ahead and clear the dance area, the main area, because our bride and groom are about ready to do their first dance.
a head full of light. Came like a curse, almost got in the first. You didn't use your right. Oh my, you just gotta take a piece of me. Try to tease out the other side. 'Cause darling, I just see you've been so sweet to me. I've been waiting on the day all night. Would it kill you for some peace of mind? Would you take me and not look back? Good gracious, you're a heart attack. We were something like a movie. She was more of a show. Spread roots wide in the back of my eyes, and she never let it slow. I had my hand full of aces, ran her fingers down the back of my neck. I stepped back when she laid down that check. I was losing breath. Oh my, you just gotta take a piece of me. Trying to tease out the other side. 'Cause darling, I just see you've been so sweet to me. I've been waiting on the day all night. Would it kill you for some peace of mind? Would you take me and not look back? Good gracious, you're a heart attack.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our lovely couple this evening. All right, let's keep our attention to the dance floor because our next dance is our daddy-daughter dance.
Your little hands wrapped around my finger, and it's so quiet in the world tonight. Your little eyelids flutter 'cause you're dreaming them shots. But don't make her drop you off around the block. Remember that she's getting older too. And don't lose the way that you dance around in your PJs, getting ready for school. Oh, darling, don't you ever go, don't you ever go. Just stay this little. Oh, darling, don't you ever go, don't you ever go. You can stay this simple, and no one's ever burned you, nothing's ever left you scarred. And even though you want to, just try to never grow up.
All right, let's get a round of applause for this beautiful family this evening. All right, the next dance for the evening is going to be the groom and his mother.
I wanna be a rolling stone, rolling to the land, don't touch the sky, taking on my way by the wind that blows, sailing to the sun for 1,000 miles. I'm gonna ride taste to the wrong back. I'm a lover mostly when the time is right. I'm my own rule, I'm a coward, I'm a fool. I'm a builder, but I cannot tear apart. Curse my stubborn heart.
I'm a digging here, I'm coming home. I love to find a place where I can lie. The wells run dry, the garden's overgrown. I'll help as best I can before tonight. I'm a phone ring on a cold night. I'm the wrong choice, it's never worth the fight. I'm a hard rain, I'm a sinner, I'm a saint. I'm the wise words I only took in gold.
Curse my stubborn heart.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what we have coming up next is, I think his name is Thad. He's coming up here to go ahead and do our toast. So everybody pay attention to Thad up front.
My name's Thaddeus. Thank you. His name's Cody. I thought since you all probably don't know me, I would tell the story of when Caleb and I first became friends, when we first got to know each other. We actually got to know each other through some mutual friends. There was a pickup frisbee game, just a small group of friends. But we heard, we didn't know each other, okay? We met at this frisbee game. And both loved, and we had heard that there was a bigger game of frisbee, that there was a rumor that there was this awesome game of frisbee in Johnson City. And it was going to have so much better competition, so many more people, and best of all, there were going to be women there. So even though we hadn't been, we decided, and even though we didn't know each other that well, we decided to go to this frisbee game together. Because at least we sort of knew each other, we had mutual friends, we decided to go to this frisbee game together. We go, we love it. And so we spend the rest of the summer, we actually become closer. We ride together to that game every single week. We would go get dinner beforehand. We'd go get dinner before or after. And so we just steadily became better and better and better friends. I think it'll come as a great surprise to you to find out that the Frisbee Club was not the place to meet women. Neither of us found any there. And even better than that, I went looking for love and ended up with Caleb living in my basement. For the last several years, his friendship has meant so much to me. During that time, we have both had major life changes. We've both gone through very hard times. And I think that those years have been extremely formative for both of us. I know that I have relied on your honesty. I know that for me, he has helped me to grow in my faith, to push me to be honest with myself about those deep questions of life. But I want to tell you about something that's even more important than mine and Caleb's relationship. When he started dating Alyssa, I asked him about a month in, pulled him aside, as friends do, and I said, listen, how's this going? Do you need me to help you get out of this? And he said, listen, to be honest with you, in the month that we've been dating, I feel like I have grown more as a person. I have grown more in my faith. I have developed and found new ways to look at the world, to analyze the world, and she has been such a blessing to me. And that's got to be what it's all about. I know Caleb, I know how he has pushed me, and so Alyssa, I know that you feel the exact same way about your relationship with him. And I know that this marriage will be, as Jared said, not just a blessing to them, but they're going to be a blessing to so many more people. I know that they're going to push each other, they're going to grow together, they're going to grow in their relationship, but most importantly, they're going to grow in their faith, they're going to push each other to grow in their relationship with God. Before I sit back down, this is a little bit non-traditional, but I would like to give you both a present before I sit down, if that's okay. I've got them right here. I'd like to explain them since it's unusual. I'd like to explain them first. So no, unfortunately the pink one's not yours. I know it's your favorite color, but if you'll open the blue one. Not yet, don't look. I have a very good friend of mine who's the most thoughtful person I know. She loves giving gifts. She loves it. But every time she has a friend get married, she gives the exact same gift. Now that would seem weird for somebody who's very thoughtful and likes to give gifts, to give the exact same one, but she gives a teapot, like a tea kettle, every single time somebody gets married. And it comes with very specific instructions. This teapot is for when you're fighting. When you hate each other, when you're on the cusp of saying those words that you know you're going to regret, you need to stop immediately. Go put the tea kettle on and do not speak to each other. Go in opposite rooms until the tea has steeped and is ready to drink. And then you've had that time to settle down, to think, maybe to find common ground. And I think that's such good advice for a relationship. I would just really like for Caleb, you and Alyssa, to always be able to find that common ground. To, in those tough times, to be able to see eye to eye. To be level with each other, if you will. So, in that light, so that you can always work through the problems of life and look into each other's eyes, if you could please open those gifts now. And I wish you all a wonderful marriage. And now, introducing Krista. Where you at?
pregnant with you. I wanted twins. I wanted twins so badly. I prayed for them every single day. I prayed for them so much, I'm pretty sure Mom and Dad actually got scared. But turns out Mom delivered one baby, and it was you. I don't remember exactly how I felt because I was only 4 years old. But I know I was happy to have another sister to keep me from being outnumbered. And I grew to love you as my sister. You were my roommate for 14 years. And the only roommate I had before I went to college. We shared some good times together, and we also shared some not so good times together, as could be expected. You tended to be a lot more messier than I was. So I remember several times going to Mom and Dad in tears because our room was a disaster and none of it was my mess. I do remember getting told multiple times, honey, one day you may have a husband or a roommate who's really messy, so you'll have to learn how to deal with it. I did not like that answer. And also, you can see how well it prepared me for where I'm at now. So thank you for preparing me for that future husband of mine. I also remember how hard it was for you to wake up in the mornings. Yes. There were a few times you'd have to wake up earlier than I did. So what you would do is not set one alarm, not 2 alarms, not even 3 alarms, somewhere between 8 to 10 alarms, and she chose the most annoying alarm tones to wake up to. So what would happen is her alarm would go off and I would wake up. I'd look over at her and she would be sound asleep. So I would have to yell at her to turn off the alarm, which she would do. But keep in mind, there were 8 to 10 alarms set. So this process repeatedly kept happening until 30 minutes later when I finally had to yell at you to turn off the alarm and get out of bed. But despite this, I knew these were things siblings dealt with, and I kept growing to love you as my sister. We shared some really sweet memories too. I don't know why I vividly remember this, but I wrote stories and read them to you at bedtime. Do you remember that? And you grew to know me and love me. You grew to know how much I loved my birthday, and as we got older, you would be the first one to wish me happy birthday because you would stay up till midnight with me. And when I went to college, this didn't change. I knew I could always count on Alyssa to call me right at midnight to be the first to wish me a happy birthday. And I kept growing to love you as my sister. Then I went off to college. It was weird not living with you anymore. It was all I had ever known. But we would call and chat every now and then. You would come to Milligan and visit me, and I would go back and watch your volleyball games and visit you. And during that season, even though we were distant from each other for the first time ever, I kept growing to love you as my sister. You would come and visit me on the weekends and some evenings, and you'd bring your friends, and I would get to know them. It was during this season that we developed Sister Sunday, which was something I absolutely loved. It was at least one Sunday a month, but sometimes more. Alyssa would come over to my house, and we would just spend the afternoon together. It was during this time we started growing closer to each other. We started developing a friendship, and we started sharing things with each other we hadn't before. It was during this season that I realized you weren't just my sister, but you were my best friend. Fast forward a little bit more. You graduated college and got an adult job. Me, you, and Nathan were the 3 local siblings that were here in Johnson. My voice isn't loud enough. So it was during that time that there were definitely some times that we sat together and cried and shared our love. But most of the sibling nights we had, we laughed so hard we did cry. We have a lot of memories today. A lot of memories that make you cringe and question whether or not you can be allowed out in public. But despite these embarrassing moments, I'm thankful for the times and the memories we've had. Because every time I looked over at her, she was looking at her phone so big, smiling. It kind of annoyed me. But she told me about this guy named Caleb that seems really sweet, and they were going to go on a date. So, it didn't take too long before they had their first date planned. Before the first date, we did come up with emergency opt-out codes. What if Caleb was weird and you needed to get away? What if it was the worst date ever and you had to get out? And you were also instructed to leave your location services on at all times, so I could stalk your status of your location and make sure everything seemed to be going well. The good news is you didn't need any of the opt-outs. Things went well. You called and told me things went really well, you had a really good time, you thought Caleb was really sweet, and you had a second date planned. So I was excited to meet Caleb. The first time you brought Caleb around, you brought him to sibling night at my house. Nathan and I didn't tone ourselves down at all. And I was afraid that was the last time he was going to hang out with you. But despite the weirdness, the loudness, the made-up words, the craziness of spicy Uno, all the things, you must have thought she was worth it, Caleb, because you kept coming around. And then you started joining us for sibling night. Over the past year, we have shared so many meals together, and if I had $1 for every time we played spicy Uno or mini golf, we would all be set for life. I'm thankful for the memories that we've made and the good times that we've shared. Over the past year, Alyssa, I've grown to love you even more as my best friend. And Pizza Boy, I've grown to love you as my future, well, now current brother-in-law. Alyssa, I'm glad Mom didn't have twins. I can't imagine loving your twin as much as I love you. For growing to be my best friend. Thank you for always being there and listening to me when I need someone to listen to me. And thank you for supporting me and encouraging me in everything I do. I love you so much, and I pray God blesses your and Caleb's marriage as you start this new journey together.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do is we're going to bring the attention over here to the cake, where our bride and groom are going to cut the cake, and then we're going to be serving it shortly after that.
The moon is high, like your friends were the night that we first met. Went home and tried to stalk you on the internet. Now I read all the books that I just accidents, except when we went from precipice on home. That's right, darling, you're the one I want. They were miracles in the picture frames, in dirty dreams. Oh, you're the one I want. In the winter, kinda icy, outdoor cold. When you jumped in first, I went into. I'm with you, even if it makes me blue. Which takes me back to the color that we painted your brother's wall. Honey, without all the extra bites and claws, we wouldn't be standing here still. It's gonna be alright. 3 times since you waited your whole life. Shiny things, but I marry you with paper rings on. That's right, darling, you're the one I want. I hate accidents, except when we went from precipice on home. That's right, darling, you're the one I want.
All right, if I could get all the single ladies to head up to the front of the room, not toward the entrance, but the other way, we're going to be doing our bouquet toss. If I can have all of our single ladies head up toward the front. I need all the single ladies to head up to the front because we're going to be doing our bouquet toss. I will be changing the song when we do the bouquet toss, and a countdown will go down. 3, 2, 1, something like that. On one, the bouquet will be thrown. Do I have all my single ladies? Do I have all the single ladies? Let me see your hands up high, ladies. All right, ladies, y'all need to get them hands up high, hands up high. Y'all ready? Get them hands up high, ladies. Hands up high, we're gonna count it down. Y'all ready? 3, 2, 1. Spike. Y'all ready? Get them hands up high, ladies. 3, 2, 1.
Everybody clap your hands. Clap, clap, clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands. All right, now, we're going to do the basic step. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, let's stop. Left foot, let's stop. Cha-cha, real smooth. Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, let's stop. Left foot, let's stop. Cha-cha now, y'all. Now it's time to get funky. To the right now. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. One hop this time. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Crisscross. Cha-cha, real smooth. Let's go to work. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 2 hops this time. 2 hops this time. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Get funky with it. Oh, yeah. Come on. Cha-cha now, y'all. Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 5 hops this time. Right foot, let's stop. Left foot, let's stop. Right foot again. Left foot again. Right foot, let's stop. Left foot, let's stop. Freeze! Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all. Check it out, y'all. How low can you go? Can you go down low? All the way to the floor? How low can you go? Can you bring it to the top? Like it never stop? Can you bring it to the top? One hop. Right foot now. Left foot now, y'all. Cha-cha, real smooth. Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. One hop this time. Reverse. Reverse. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Reverse, reverse. Reverse, reverse. Cha-cha now, y'all. Cha-cha again. Cha-cha now, y'all. Cha-cha again. Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 2 hops, 2 hops. 2 hops, 2 hops. Right foot, let's stop. Left foot, let's stop. Charlie Brown. Hop it up now. Slide Slide to the right. Slide to the left. Take it back now, y'all. Cha-cha now, y'all. Yeah, do that stuff. Do it.